What's up, YouTube? Hi, and welcome to the channel. My name is Juju, and today I'm filming my very first Lorcana box opening video. In front of us, we have Chapter 2, Rise of the Floodborn box for Disney's new card game, Lorcana. I've been playing this game since release, and let me tell you, I've been enjoying this, so I'm excited to rip this product in front of y'all. Before we begin, I do want to give a shout out to our sponsor for today's video, Hikaru's Playmats.etsy.com. In front of you right now is one of those playmats. Hikaru has been a longtime friend of mine, a TCG player, goes way back. So he told me about his shop. I checked out his shop. He had some dope playmats, anime style, with all colors for Lorcana, One Piece, Yu-Gi-Oh, Magic the Gathering, any basic card game. I also use this as a desk mat as well, and I'm picking up more desk mats along the way. But yeah, go ahead and check out that shop. The playmats are pretty dope, and if you use the code OHANA, you'll get 50% off of the playmats. It's a brand new shop, so they're trying to make their reviews, so please utilize that discount. More info in the description below. Anyways, getting into this box, let's just go ahead and open up, and we can just start talking about Lorcana for a bit. Before we talk about the game, though, I do want to give a little bit of a background on who I am and what I do. My name is Juju. I started off playing TCGs at a pretty young age. My first game was Pokemon, like most 90s babies, but I really fell in love with TCGs with Yu-Gi-Oh! I would play the game all the time. I would be obsessed with the game. I would go on to websites like Pojo or Metagame, if you know, you know, and I would read about competitive decks and playlists and how to make decks and all that fun stuff. Eventually, I found my local comic book shop, the famed Comic Odyssey in San Diego, where a ton of YCS winners were located at. And it was a cool little training ground for me because every week at my locals, I got to play against world championship caliber players. And that's not something you can say very often. So I got to learn how to play the game. They took me under their wing. I started competing against them, and I started going to the bigger tournaments like regionals and nationals. And then my cards got stolen. Yeah, that was the suckiest part with my experience with Yu-Gi-Oh! At that time, I'd kind of built up a good collection of trades, and I had blinged out my deck. This was the time when Gravekeepers was in the meta, and it was pretty much like an $1,000 deck. Anyways, it got jacked, and I got so sad that I quit the game. So I quit TCGs altogether. I probably went back maybe one more time back in Shadal format in 2014. That was a fun run, I say. I loved that deck and I loved that gameplay, and it really solidified that I loved TCGs. But after a while, life kind of happened and I stopped playing again until I found a game called Hearthstone, which is a digital TCG that, I took that game seriously probably like 3 to 4 years of my life, up until the whole Blizzard controversy, and I realized Blizzard wasn't that good of a gaming company and didn't really care about Hearthstone. So, I decided to spend my time elsewhere. The last TCG I actually played was an NFT TCG called Gods Unchained. I'm sure if you go down the YouTube rabbit hole, you can see my content there. I really liked that game. It was very similar to Hearthstone. I got in before the NFT craze because I was looking for a game to play. Bought all of the good cards, and the NFT craze happened. Ended up selling those NFTs for, thousands of dollars. I used the money to put a down payment on my home, and yeah, that's where we're at. I don't play Gods Unchained anymore. I think the NFT craze kind of died down, and life kind of happened for me as well. Uh, and then Lorcana got announced. And once Lorcana got announced, I was kind of like, okay, well, yeah, I should play this game because it's Disney, one, and I'm a huge Disney fan, but two, like, it seems like a very fun game. You know, and if there's any game that has a strong IP, it's worth looking into. And luckily, they had Pixelborn, the online client. So I went ahead and played a couple of games there. It's totally free, so you don't have to buy product or anything like that. If you can try the game out before you buy product, which is nice. But I ended up liking the game, so here we are. I want to go back into competitive playing. I think that'll be really fun, especially since Lorcana announced their professional play program. But baby steps. I think life has been a little crazy on my end. I do want to get back into it. I am definitely a competitive player, and I know my way around, TCGs. And I've competed with the best of the best. So, yeah, we're thinking about getting that in. But honestly, take it slow. The competitive circuit doesn't start until May or April. I think now's the time to kind of learn as much as you can about the game if you plan on competing. So, yeah, here we are. Why I'm starting this YouTube channel is actually for that reason. As much as YouTube channels are glorified and stuff, I do know how hard it is to create a consistent YouTube channel. I'm totally ruining this box. But one thing that I do want to say with my experience creating a YouTube channel for Gods Unchained is it really helped me study the game and understand what worked well and what did not work well. Also, it's just fun content, I get to share my experiences with you. So the viewers, I get to share my pack openings. I get to share decks I've been testing, sometimes I get to live stream. So it's really nice. It's really therapeutic for me. Of course, this isn't oh, I'm going to make a YouTube channel. I'm going to live my life off of this. No, it's genuinely because I really like this game, and I love competing, and I think this game is a fun way to kind of compete, scratch that itch for me. And I get to learn as much about TCGs as possible. Alongside that, I get to pull some really cool cards and make friends along the way. And that's hopefully y'all. So thanks for being a part of this video. 7-minute intro. Pretty long already, but if you're here right now, thanks for staying. Let's go ahead and get into this pack opening. So I'm just gonna go from right to left. Yes, cool. So the interesting thing about these packs is you can technically weigh them. The enchanteds are heavier than most. You can't do this with blisters, or you can't do it reliably with blisters because of the fact that, the glue and the packaging kind of create more variables. It's even harder with starter decks and booster boxes, obviously. So there's no really point of weighing them unless you want to look like a weirdo at Target. But that's just me, to each his own. I have seen a couple of people post on Lorcana Facebook groups and stuff about their pulls after weighing. And honestly, with the enchanted pull rates, you probably had to weigh about 30, 40 packs, before finding the weighted enchanted booster. And by that time, you're probably looking like a really weird or suspicious person at Target. So yeah, that's not really the thing you want to go for. Anyways, going into these cards, we got a Cusco. Pack number 1, baby. What did you call me? Improvise, Cruella de Vil, Piglet, Let the Storm Rage On, Merlin, Gaston, nice, cool. I'm going to take the uncommon pile here. Sardine Can, awesome. Madam Mim, which is a rare, great card. We got a Dragon Gem. And our first cold foil of the booster box is the Huntsman. Great job. Not bad, not bad. Love that cold foil. Whenever you draw a card, or whenever this character's quest, you may draw a card, then choose and discard a card. It's a really interesting 2-mana 1-drop, 2-mana 1/1 with 2 lore. If it quests, it's probably not going to stay alive, especially if your opponent has something on the board, but it is a form of cycle, which is interesting, and it is a form of discard. I will say, though, the discard cards are, at least for gray, are a little not in season right now, just because of the discard, like King John, green, emerald, like stuff that's going around. So, yeah, be careful if you're running steel right now. If you're discarding cards and there's a King John coming out, then, you're giving your opponent extra cards. Anyways, let's move on. Pack 2. We should open up faster. Oh, baby. This is really exciting. All right. Winnie the Pooh. We got Minnie Mouse. We got Hypnotize. We got the Knock. We got Snow White. Hercules. Mother Gothel. The Prince. Daisy Duck. Let's see our super rare Lady Tremaine. Yes, I am all for it. This is great. Awesome. I'm going to go ahead and put this in another pile for the super rares. And we have another super rare. Nice, King Louis. Awesome. Lady Tremaine is such a great card. One, because it sidesteps ward, because you're not targeting it, your opponent is. Really good stuff. It's an uninkable card though, but I mean, honestly, like, you're not sad if this card is sitting in your hand. And our cold foil is going to be blue. All right, not bad, not bad. Off to a pretty good start, I'd say. Like, Lady Tremaine is definitely a card that I've been looking for. All right, pack number 3. Let's go ahead and see what's up. So we got an Elsa. We got another Lady Tremaine. We got a Verana. We got a Jasmine. We got a Mulan, a Prince Naveen, a Launch, Fairy Godmother, Zero to Hero, Radigan. All right, rare is Kronk, and then uncommon cold foil is Bucky. Another card that's been really good with a green discard, since there's a lot of like Floodborn characters that you can play. Let me go ahead and organize this real quick. So, currently with the meta right now, I just want to go ahead and talk about this while we're organizing these cards. The meta right now seems pretty solved in terms of, you have your top decks being, red, purple, and then you have yellow, steel, right? And then, I have been seeing some variations of green. But the other deck that I do think is a little bit of a sleeper is the red-yellow with the Mufasa. It's a really interesting deck, and I want to test it out a little bit more. But yeah, those decks are really good. There are a couple other like very decent decks. I really want items like Popsicle or whatever to be good. I think they're just one more card away from being good, and if that can happen, then that deck is going to be insane, because that draw is really, really something else. You get, Hiram, and then you have Maurice, and then you have the Popsicles, and then you have cards that recycle Popsicles like Tamatoa. Yeah, that seems like a super potent draw engine to me. Anyways, back to the packs. Pick a fight, ring the bell. We got a super rare, the Queen. Yeah, and then we have a legendary. What's the legendary? Sisu. Okay, we got his little Sisu. That's cool. Look at that. That's a really nice card. All right. I'm going to put that there. And our cold foil is Ray. An inkable 5 mana, 3/3 lore with evasive. Very solid card in my opinion. There's so many good 5 drops in green. It makes me wonder if Just in Time Lemon Lime is a viable kind of like deck strategy. Anyways, Merlin. I don't know what pack this is. We're just gonna keep going. We got Panic, we got James, we got the Queen, we got Cinderella, we have Hey Hey, Rapunzel, great card, Fang, Pack Tactics, Gruesome and Grim, nice, and oh shit. Sorry, excuse my French. Okay, that's an enchanted. Okay, here we go. Are we ready, y'all? Okay. Oh, yeah. That's a good one. Madam Mim. Ooh, 7 mana inkable, 4 lore, 5/7, evasive. I win, I win. When you play this character, banish her or return 2 chosen characters of yours to your hand. Ah, this is such a sick enchanted. I'm really excited for this. All right, let me just sleeve up that bad boy real quick. Whew, man, what a pull, what a pull. We ended up pulling our enchanted early in this box opening, which I'm not mad about. Ooh, yep, we're gonna top load that as well, cause you know it's an enchanted. It's really good. But yeah, oh man, that is nice. I'm glad we pulled that. That is oh yeah, you know, it's not a bad enchanted to pull. I mean, honestly, if you pull any enchanted, that's pretty good. So check it out, Madam Mim. Wow, look at that. Ah, yes, another to add to the enchanted collection. Great stuff so far. This has been a really awesome, you know, box opening. And we're only a couple packs in, so this is great, y'all. Alrighty, on to the next pack. Couple cards that I'm hoping we pull. I want the Sad Beast, the legendary, and then I want the I want more Lady Tremaines, and I definitely want more Cinderellas. The 7-drop from Silver. Yeah, those cards are the cards I'm really looking for out of this set. And then, of course, like, I already have my item cards that I need for item decks. I'm really trying to make that deck work just because it's such a potent card draw engine. It's so ridiculous. There's one game I played on Pixelborn where I was able to get out 2 Maurices, Cold Foil Lawrence, not bad. I was able to get out 2 Maurices, and I just started playing Popsicles, and my hand size was so huge. It was crazy. Yeah, but it's in the works. Maybe I'll make a deck profile on it later, but you know, I really don't want to share any decks that I feel are not competitive worthy. I'm really trying to make this a competitive YouTube channel, or I really want to give as much information for competitive TCGs as possible. I mean, of course, there's going to be fun content. Doc, really good card, super underrated. Anytime you get to cheat out some ink, it's really good. Madam Mim, great card. Chief Bogo, nice. Lucifer, nice. And Cold Foil Painting the Roses Red, awesome. But yeah, there's just I do want to post fun content too. Like, this is fun content for me, and if for some reason, like, I really want to make a troll deck, which might be the item deck, who knows? You know, we could probably do that too. But I really do want to keep this like a, you know, I want this channel to be for hardcore Lorcana players, you know. Yeah, and I do want to, you know, meet hardcore Lorcana players. What is hardcore? I do want to meet, like, you know, competitive Lorcana players through this channel as well. So if you're a competitive Lorcana player and you need someone to play test with or something like that, just drop your name in the comments below. But yeah, ooh, Cogsworth, that's really nice. I really thought this card was going to be really good. It's decent for sure. I would give it like a 3 out of 5, but I don't know. I mean, I wish the 2-drop Cogsworth was a little bit better, or was a little more relevant. Right now, if you want to play Cogsworth and want to use the shift ability, you're kind of like wasting deck space. But you know, that's my opinion. You know, other people might think otherwise. Awesome, Merlin, Cold Foil. Let's go. Sick. All right, we are a third of the way. I'm going to start speeding this up because, yeah, you know, we're 19 minutes in. We pulled our enchanted already. There might be another one, but, you know, I'm not really counting on it based on the pull rates. So we got Queen of Hearts, James, Eudora, Let the Storm Rage On, Binding Contract, Caterpillar. I really like this card. 3 mana, 1/3 lore. Last Stand, Sorcerer's Spellbook. What's our Tuk Tuk? Nice. Love that name. It's just such a cool name. Oh, Cold Foil Popsicle. Not a bad Cold Foil comment, honestly. You can do a lot worse. All right, here we go. Back to the next pack. Awesome. But yeah, all right. So here we go. Croquet Mallet. Got Flynn Rider. Got Jasmine. Got Happy. We got Hercules. We got Minnie Mouse. We got Lawrence. We got Bucky. We got a rare Goofy, 9 mana, 4 lore, 10/10. It's a big booty Goofy. We got an Yzma super rare. This is a great card. Another form of hard removal that, you know, doesn't banish technically, but can provide some tempo depending on the type of, unit you use it on. And a cold foil Mulan. Awesome. Great job. I'm giving myself a great job, like I'm like doing some hard work or anything like that. This is all luck, folks. Cool. Yeah, talking about print run, because this is something that I do want to talk about on my channel too, like just investing, or not investing, but talking about the market for Lorcana. Um, you know, Despite the fact that Ravensburger, short printed initially, I'm glad they're printing towards demand, because we do need to kind of like get the game off and running first. And in order to do that, we got to get as many players as possible. So I do commend them for printing to demand. I think that's something that they should be doing. Only time will tell if they know how to, like, cut off their print runs. If they overprint, could be a bad thing for the game. Also could not, but ooh, nice. Cold foil Minnie Mouse, uncommon. That's great for red purple. But yeah, it could be a bad thing if they overprint, but honestly, if the player base is strong enough, which there's a good chance, there's a pretty good chance the player base could be strong enough, you know, the game has some standing power, and it does help that this is kind of like an IP that's one of the strongest IPs in the world currently, outside of Pokemon and like Nintendo and stuff like that. My only thing is Disney does need to pick it up with, I don't know. I don't have kids, so maybe for the people that could play the game and have kids, and are are the Disney movies good still? Like, are they amazing? I think like all the Disney movies that I grew up with were very generational. I haven't been able to like watch as many Disney movies as much, so I don't know how Disney's doing, honestly, and I haven't seen them breaking any records as of late. But that's just me. But anyways, I yeah, that's just my only worry right now in terms of print. We got a Cheshire Cat, very nice, and cold foil Hercules, awesome. Yeah, I mean, I'm honestly at the point where, like, as long as the game and the competitive scene like thrives, I think the game has some standing power. And if we can get, if they do a good job with, getting kids involved, and having them build their own community, and having them love the game, then we got some gas. We get a good generation of like kids, or players, and 10, 20 years, sometimes even 5, like 5 years down the line, you even though they're out of the game, like they'll still get that nostalgia feeling, like how I got with Yu-Gi-Oh. Nice legendary beasts, that's awesome. Cold foil super rare. Uh-oh, here we go, let's see it. Oh, Clocksworth. Speaking of the devil, nice, 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 nice. I really enjoyed that. But yeah, like how I felt about Yu-Gi-Oh during COVID, and Pokemon during COVID, like that nostalgia feeling is something that's so irreplaceable and valuable for just like any company that sells a product. Like when you think about how many sequels there are to what Fast and the Furious, or how many Disney movies had a sequel, or like if you're a Power Rangers fan and you watch the episodes where the previous season of the Power Rangers come back and they help the current season, that nostalgia feeling is one of the most unique drivers of demand you can have. And if you can capture that, then you're doing pretty well as a company. Let's hope Ravensburger does it. You know, I do follow a lot of other TCG players, so and TCG channels. And you know, it's a mixed bag. Like some experienced people think that, you know, because of Ravensburger's track record, and because they haven't, you know, organized a TCG before, this game is going to crash and burn. And some people are just, you know, optimistic. I think the best thing to do is kind of just like wait and see. If you're in this game for like an investment purpose, you know, honestly, if you're having fun doing this, then that's a win on its own. Yeah. Don't do this solely for the money, because you'll get hurt real fast. TCGs are actually very volatile, you know, and it's very rare for TCGs to survive the test of time, like Magic, Pokemon, and we can put in Yu-Gi-Oh there. So you know, just saying, invest smart. You know, if you know you genuinely enjoy this hobby, you know, you can spend some money on it. You can save, you can work on your master set for chapter 1 or chapter 2. But ooh, okay. Yep, I think we got Sad Boy Beast. Yup. Yes. Oh yeah, that is whew. Yeah, that's hot. Nice. And we get a cold foil enchanted. It's not even a good card. I guess it's residual excitement from pulling this beast. I finally have a playset. That's awesome. That's great. Anyways, where was I? But yeah, in terms of, you know, how we investing in this game, or oops, move the camera. That's not good. All right, in terms of investing in this game and stuff, like, you know, do it because you love it, or do it because it genuinely, like, you know, gives you pleasure. Don't do it if you're looking for money. You might as well be gambling at that point. I would rather put that money into like an ETF or Bitcoin or something, you know. But yeah, that's just my 2 cents on the investing. I do think, you know, TCG markets are fascinating though, just to see like what drives demand, and you know what are players collecting, what are people like looking into, what's the popular chase card, you know, and why that chase card works. I don't know why I said why like that, but yeah, it is what it is. You can fly, pick a fight. The Huntsman again. Okay. I want a Cinderella. What is this? The Queen. This card is busted, by the way. If you don't know, this is shift 2. So you play the 1 mana Queen, and if that queen stays alive on turn 2, you can play this queen, and then it can quest, which is nuts. You get a 2 ink 4/3 with 2 lore, and this card has a pseudo, like an effect that works like support. So you can ram your smaller minions into their like larger minions. That didn't sound nice, but yeah, you get what I mean. Anyways, Binding Contract, very nice card. All right, we are 2/3 of the way done. We have pulled a pretty successful box, in my opinion. We have the Sad Beast, we have the Madam Mim, we got a Lady Tremaine. I would love a couple of Cinderellas, both the 1-drop and the 7-drop, not the 2-drop. But you know, we'll take what we can get. We're playing on house money now. Fairy Godmother, What Did You Call Me? Gaston, Rabbit, Sneezy, Magic Broom, Hey Hey, Dopey. Dopey is my favorite 7-dwarf. Launch, good card in an item deck in my opinion. A lot of value. Tiana, super rare. Resist 2 is pretty strong. I just don't like the stats that it has, and it's uninkable. It's a, you know, uninkable 4-mana 1/4. But there are you can build a deck around this. Grand Pabby, let's go. I like this card a lot. I tried using this as the boss monster for the item deck that I'm trying to make. Not bad, I say. Definitely a good threat to have on board, and it can stand on its own. You don't have to use the heal in order to like get value from it, because it makes 3 lore already. But it's cool when, you know, you have, you know, I don't know, a Maurice that's already damaged or a Hiram that's kind of damaged, and you get this Grandpappy on the board, and you just use your, you know, gumbo pots and your dingle hoppers. Yeah, that's a funny name for a card, Dingle Hopper. And you just rack up so much freaking like lore in one turn. Like I've gotten 11 lore from this card in one turn, from this item deck, which is insane. Yeah, and I won that game, so that was nice, you know. But yeah, I digress. Let's move on. Tiana, cold foil, common, nice. Alrighty, let's get it. So we're nearing 30 minutes to this video. If you are still here, thanks for tuning in. Or if you fast forwarded to this exact part, and I'm talking about how awesome you are as a viewer, you know, just pat yourself on the back, because you're awesome. All right, Raya, Eli LaBouffe, Donald Duck, Perfect Gentleman. This is a really interesting card. Strength of a Raging Fire, very good removal in my opinion. Little John, yeah! And then we got Sleepy, nice, awesome. Moving on, I love pulling Little John just so I can do my Little John impersonation. Cool, moving on. We got Merlin, awesome. Go the distance. We have a Radigan, evasive, 4 mana, 4 ink, 4/1. Gumbo Pot. This card is great with Grandpappy. The Queen, amazing 1-drop in the set. Beast. Moving on, we got Sardine Can. We have Rapunzel. We have a Madam Mim. Wait a second. No, that's not an enchanted. We got a Merlin, which is great. Ooh, we got another legendary. What do we? Oh, God. Okay, here we go. Donald Duck. Okay. That's not bad. Not bad. And Cold Foil Last Stand. Yeah, Donald Duck is an interesting card. It's a 5 mana inkable, 1/5 evasive. This character gets +1 for each 1 damage on him. So you could totally use this with like a... what's that card with Scar on the thing? I forget its name, but it's that 2 mana spell. Teeth and Ambitions. Yeah, that card. Use this on a Donald Duck and, you know, go to town with the pain. But yeah, that's an interesting concept for a deck, and maybe you can run like heal and stuff to go with it. Heck, maybe you can run Grandpappy. You know, Mother Gothel seems to be a card that works well with other heal cards as well. So yeah, that's an interesting card, interesting legendary. I wonder if there's going to be more support for it in the future. Baloo, Improvise, The Knock, Rapunzel, Last Cannon, The Most Diabolical Scheme, Jafar, not Janir, Belle, Mulan, nice, another Shift 2, 4 mana, 3/3. Oh, that's a nice card. Namari, super rare, banish this character, banish chosen character. This card reminds me of Exiled Force from Yu-Gi-Oh! And speaking of the devil, Cold Foil, Teeth and Ambitions. It's a song. Deal 2 damage to chosen character of yours to deal 2 damage to another chosen character. Amazing. We are finally ending the near of this video. I appreciate y'all for staying and watching this pack opening with me. If y'all have any questions, or if y'all have like content ideas, you know, and you want to see me do something like that, you know, keep it PG, of course. I'd have to open up an OnlyFans if you wanted something, you know, +18 or not. But yeah, anyways, if you want to see certain types of content, list them down in the comments below. It helps the algorithm, all that good stuff. And I'm down. I'm down to, like, you know, link up and film some content if I feel like that's a fun thing that I can do. You know, and if you want to see me make certain types of decks, you know, we can do a deck making challenge and we can see how that works. Or if you want to submit your deck and, you know, have me play it and make improvements to it, or say it's really good, you know, that could be a thing too. But yeah, you know, I'm pretty much, since this is my first video, you know, I'm just kind of going with the flow and, you know, chasing my curiosities. But, you know, because we are on this journey together, I want you to share your stuff too. So let me know in the comments below what you want to see. Thank y'all for seeing this video. We have 2 more packs remaining. Yes! Cinderella. Awesome. I needed this card. Ooh, and we have a super rare. What's a super rare? Peter Pan Shadow. Okay. Not bad. And Cold Foil Caterpillar. I like this card a lot. You know, 3 mana, 1/3 is not a lot of stats, but that 3 lore makes it so enticing. Cool. Second to last pack. Ah, yeah. Yeah, it looks like we're not pulling a second enchanted, but that's fine. Honestly, like, I'm happy with the one we have. You know, and most of life is just being happy with what you have, you know? Anyways, Duke Weaselton, Happy, Charge, Fang Crossbow, Nana, Pinocchio, rares coming up, Pete, next one, Miss Judson, okay, not the rares we're looking for, Cold Foil, Gumbo Pot, hey, speaking of my item deck, that card is pretty nasty with Grandpappy. And other cards that require heal. Like if you have a Rapunzel, the 5 mana Rapunzel. Oh man. Anyways. Final pack. Oh boy. I'm stuck. Tigger. Donald Duck. Owl. Hold Still. Jafar. Mother Gothel. Mouse Armor. Bounce. Here we go with our rares. First one, Perplexing Signposts. Second one, it's a rare. Got a Lumiere. Okay. Last one, super rare Cold Foil. Cheshire Cat. Let's go. That's a nice looking Cold Foil. Awesome, y'all. Well, thank y'all for, you know, sharing this booster box opening with me. Really appreciate the time and hope you enjoyed the video. Please comment down what kind of content you want to see. And just one more time, just to help out my friend, hikaru'splaymats.etsy.com. Check out those playmats. Those are really nice. And use the code OHANA, that's OHANA, as to get 50% off. Make sure to write a review so that they can start building their Etsy shop. All right, y'all. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate y'all. Go outside and have some fun today, or stay in front of your computer and watch more YouTube videos. Your choice. Peace.